Yes.
Hello, Pankaja. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, so I'm good. What about you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you. And extremely sorry that we could not connect 2 hours earlier. So I
No
was
problem.
stuck in some problem. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Basically, like I'm Pankaja. I'm from Karnataka. I have graduated from civil engineering stream with a 75% in Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering from Bangalore only. Like during my college days, sir, I used to refer the current things which is happening in India. Like I used to refer the current affairs. At that point, I have realized there are so much of applications were upcoming. For example, there might be like e-patashala for education, as well as like for to help the farmers, PM Kisan, and like there are so much of applications for health also, sir, like Arogya Setu. In this way, like I have realized that when the government has been very crucial, and he is like believing on the software field. At that point, like I wanted to shift my civil engineering stream to the IT field due to this curiosity, and have graduated in civil engineering. Later, like I have joined to the software testing course, and I have completed the software testing course. Next, coming to my hobbies, sir, like I want to travel different places, and I want to explore myself in different cultures as well as languages.
Hmm.
And I have also contributed myself in social services by connecting with the NGOs, so like Pragati NGO and Robin Hood Army organization. Yeah, this is what about me, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Great. Good introduction.
Thank
So
you.
in the introduction, you can avoid telling about the hobbies, right? That is, yeah, hobbies is
Yeah.
fine. And
Okay.
it would be good if you add some more technical things in the introduction. For example, you might would have, so you were telling about that e-Pathshala, right? So did you perform some testing on that software? Were you able to find some bugs, or were you able to find or give some suggestions on how that app should work? Were you
Uh,
able to? Hmm.
it's like one of the thing, like why have been switched to the ID field, like so when the government is investing so much of money on this field, in the software field, then why I can't be in this field? Like I want to be a part of this field, so hence I joined from civil engineering to the software. That's
Okay,
what my point.
okay. So government is investing. That is one of the aspects. So that is a good thing if they are investing, right? But what about your passion? Why you are passionate for that particular thing? Let's say tomorrow, people might be investing more in IPL, right? People might be
Yeah.
investing more in movies like KGF 3, Pushpa, and all those things. But you have to tell why you are passionate about software testing. What is that particular thing that that increases, or that pulls your interest in software testing field? So what is that particular thing which makes you passionate for doing software testing?
So I want to know about these applications, how it will run. I want to know about the coding, so how they will develop the applications, how the websites are working.
Mm.
Like I was more since my childhood, sir. I was only like crucial person and ambitious. If I don't know anything, I used to search as much as early, and I used to get to know about the things. Like it was one of the point, like when I used to think like how the applications has been developing. At that point I have realized like I want to learn in this like how they are going to run, and how the applications have been running. What about the coding languages? This made me to switch, and I have been here.
Okay, got it. So you want to say that you are passionate about these softwares, how the software has been developed, how the software can be tested. That's why you are into the field of software testing, and you are switching from civil
Yeah,
engineering to software testing, right?
yeah,
Okay, great. Okay. So can you tell me something about software development lifecycle? What is SDLC?
yeah, sir. software development life cycle, it is nothing but it is a step-by-step procedure in order to develop the software. So basically, like when the customer will give the requirement, at that point we have to go for SDLC. So coming to why we have to go for SDLC, there are so much of reasons why we have to go for SDLC. Like first reason might be like how much cost is required for this application in order to build up that, and how many engineers are required, when it is when the work will be complete, and to maintain the proper documents, we go for the SDLC. So coming to here, we have so much of stages. For example, requirement collection, as well as feasibility studies, design, coding, testing, and coming to installation and implementations, as well as maintenance. And here we can see the different types of models. That is nothing but waterfall model, spiral model, V&V model, and coming to the main thing which now a company has been going through, that is agile model, prototype model, hybrid. These are all the things which we can see in the SDLC.
So what is prototype model?
Prototype model, it is nothing but one of the dummy models. When the requirement is not known to the customer, 100% of the requirement, when they don't know, at that point customer can go to the prototype model. Here, like developers will convert the text format into the image format, so that when they have been converted by using the tools like Adobe Photoshop, MS Excel. Through this, they used to convert the text format into the image format in order to get the permission of the customer. Here, what they are going to do, they will convert the text format into the image format, and also they will check whether the converted format is as per the customer specification or not. This is nothing but the prototype model.
Okay, great. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of prototype model?
Advantages of prototype model. So in coming to, for example, the customer and the company, there will be continuously meeting between the customer and companies, and the developers will get to know what actually they have to develop, because they have to take the permission of the customer. Like once after they have been converted, they have to take the permission of them, and so that the developers will get to know what exactly they are going to develop, and customer will be knowing like what exactly they have been receiving the product. Next, coming to it takes in disadvantages might be like actual prototype will get very late because of this, and we have to invest money for prototype designing and all. This is the disadvantage.
Okay, so mainly see what is prototype model. So if this question is asked to you in an interview, so prototype model is something when customers are not having fully 100% clarity about the project requirements beforehand, right? Let's say they will give some X percentage of requirement of the end product, right? So that X percentage is being developed first, that will be tested, and that will be refined as per the customer feedback. So let's say you developed X percentage, you got some feedback X+1. So you will be incorporating that in your feedback. And then the final acceptable prototype after these changes, which will be formed on the basis of developing the final product, right? Now, advantages of prototype model is, see, as there is a limited scope of requirement is very not 100%, so it is less. So there is a scope of refinement more. That means the new requirements can be easily accommodated, right? That is the advantage of the prototype model. You can also add the missing functionality. For example, earlier you forgot to add the functionality XYZ. Later on, when you see the prototype, you can add that, right? And it helps both developers as well as the end users to understand the system better from the business point of view, right? It actually involves users in the development phase itself. That is, the end user are directly involved in the development phase, so they can tell, okay, no, this button is over here. Let me change it to this particular feature from this. So that can help. Okay. Now, what are the disadvantages of this model?
Yeah, that's what in the prototype model, what the thing happens means we have to take the time for prototype designs. Like if we are there is stages. Once after the design has been done, we have to go for prototype design, prototype testing, and customer approval. So in this point, it takes the lot of time for developing the actual like actual design will get so much of late. This is one of the disadvantage can be seen here. And coming to like we have to like maintain lots of documents for the designing for this purpose.
So
This is one of
documentation
the
is less,
disadvantages.
right? So documentation is
Yeah.
less. Tomorrow, if someone from the client or someone person who was leading the development that leaves, so there is no documentation. So it becomes very difficult for the new people to work on that project, right? So that is a disadvantage, right? So this
Okay.
is how you can explain a real-time interview, right? And it will also happen that the timelines might get stretched because sometimes it might happen that you have to go for changes again and again, those kind of changes. So
Yeah.
timeline will increase. You won't be able to achieve certain functionality, working functionality in that X% of time. Again, it's a costly model because every time business is being involved, time is being used more, right?
Yes.
Complexity of the system might also increase. So these are the disadvantages of prototype model. Clear? Okay, now let
Yes.
me share my screen. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
No, sir. Like,
No.
yeah. Right now I can.
Yeah, it's an ICICI banking website which you are able to see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
now
Yes.
you have to tell me high-level test scenarios of this website. How will you test this website?
So like firstly we have to check for this login to internet banking. So like in this what we can user ID will be there. Like we can see the user ID text field here. Like I will check the alphabets and I will enter like username is user ID is accepting the alphabets or not. I will check whether the numbers are it is accepting or not, and I will check the special characters. I will check the different types of combo of them, and I used to check whether it is accepting that or not. And coming to like here we can check the person banking. When we click on this like there is a drop down can be seen or not, we can go for this. And coming to like mobile number, they have been provided user ID as well as a registered mobile number. They have given, or like when I will check whether user ID and mobile number both are when we click on this both, whether it is accepting or not, I will go for the invalid number and I will check whether it is accepting or not. And I will check the more than the 10 numbers, and I will check whether it is accepting or not. These are all the some of the scenarios which we can see in this.
Okay, so apart from this, which are the negative test scenarios that you will do the testing?
Yeah.
Negative.
Negative test
Hmm.
scenario, basically negative is this nothing but like ad hoc testing. So like coming to here, which you are asking about the ad hoc testing, I will enter the user ID. I will make the user ID with a blank, sir, and I will try to log in. I will check whether it is logging, whether the login is successful or not. I will like enter the mobile number for only one number for repeated number of times, and I will check whether it is accepting or not. These are all the ad hoc scenarios which we can see.
Okay, great. So apart from this, which are the other test scenarios that are coming to your mind?
One second, sir. I will go through this.
Mhm.
So like here we can see the home search, explore reels and also like I will search. I will first of all I am going to search some of like sir, actually I'm not getting which page it is displayed.
Which page? Okay. Now has it been displayed?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Like I will provide this I will provide this what this page for limited number of users, and I'm going to check whether limited number of users can use it or not, and I'm going to This is which we can see as performance testing, sir. And I will create one of the private banking profile, and I am going to check whether it is created or not. That is nothing but integration data has been flown or not, which we can be seen here. Yeah, so that's what I
Okay.
want.
Yeah. No, that's good. Almost you covered everything. Yeah. Now, what is accessibility testing?
Accessibility testing.
Yeah.
So just give 1 second, sir. Like I'm not able to.
No worries. You can take your time to recall.
Yeah, accessibility testing. So can I get to like I'm not recalling.
No worries, no worries. So see,
Yeah,
accessibility testing, I'll give you the answer. But first of all, what I'll request is people who are watching this video, they can put
yeah,
in the comment section the answer of this particular question. What is accessibility testing, right? Okay. Now, accessibility testing is actually the practice of making web as well as mobile applications usable to as many people as possible, right? So people are there with disabilities like such as vision impairment, hearing disabilities, or any other physical or cognitive conditions.
yeah.
So those should be
Yeah.
able to access the applications easily. So those are
We
accessibility
have to
testing.
maintain proper color, red and yellow.
Yeah.
Whether by providing this, it can be visible to the disabled person or not. Yeah, sir, I got it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So in accessibility testing, we generally include reviewing our website applications and other digital content against common standards, right? So person who are having these special people, they should be able to use the application, right?
Yeah,
So that is accessibility testing. Now, what is security testing?
security.
Hmm. What will you test in the security as a part of security testing?
Um, Security testing, like more in model, you are asking like
No.
on what type
Security
of
testing is a type of testing, right? Non-functional testing. So what will you do in a security testing? What all things you will test?
I don't know exactly about that. Sorry,
Okay, no worries.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So security testing, it's actually a testing in which you will ensure that the confidential information is not being revealed in a plain text, or the secured information is not being revealed in a plain text. You will
Okay.
cover whether the software is vulnerable or not, or are there any risk in the software application in which you are testing from, like other people can hack the softwares, or
Yeah.
you will ensure that the software is capable enough to prevent the malicious attacks from intruders, right? So that is
Oh,
software testing. Okay. Oh, sorry, security testing, right?
security testing.
Yeah. So the purpose of security testing is to identify all the possible loopholes and weaknesses of the software system, which might get, which might result into the loss of some revenue or business, right? Maybe inside or
Okay.
outside the organization, right? So that is security testing. It doesn't mean that
Okay.
you will, you know, uh, you will close your laptop with a lock and key, right? That is not security. So I'm telling security with respect to the software,
Okay. Okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What is performance testing?
Performance testing, it is nothing but stability testing. Like we have to check the stability by providing the users. It's a stability testing we can do. Here we can see the different types of the testing like volume testing as well as soak testing, next stress testing, load testing, by providing the defined number of users. If we are doing by providing it with the defined number of users or below the number of users, if we are going through that, then we call it as load testing. If we are testing with the more number of users, then we call it as stress testing. Here in the volume testing, by transferring the huge volume or huge data, and we are testing whether it is stable or not. That is nothing but volume testing. And coming to the soak testing, here we are going to test the software continuously for a particular period of time by providing the huge load on it, so that whether it is stable or not. In order to check that, we go for soak testing. And coming to why we have to go for this means, whenever like more number of users have been using the application, at such point we can go for the performance testing. And if
Sorry, yeah,
it is
sorry,
generated,
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt. You were telling something about soak testing.
soak testing.
Yeah, what is soak testing?
Like it's like one of the part of the performance testing.
So do you mean stress testing?
Yeah, no, sir. It's not a soak testing. It's a soak, SOAK. I said a soak testing, sir.
Okay, okay, SOAK, soak testing. Okay, got it. Yeah.
By continuously using one of the applications, and we are going to check whether it is stable or not. That is nothing but a soak testing. And coming to at when we have to go for this performance testing means when there is lot of users have been using one of the applications and it is generating lot of revenue, the applications which is generates lot of revenue, like WhatsApp, Instagram, which we are using now. Such kind of applications we go for performance testing. So, and coming to when we have to go for this means at the early stage during the SDLC or during SDLC, or when the application is functionally stable, at that point
Yes.
we can go for performance testing.
Right, right.
This is
So
what.
yeah, so when the SDLC is there, like in the initial time, you don't have to go for performance testing. Once the application is stable enough, you don't have functional defects, then you can go for performance testing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Pankaja, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
So on what kind I have to improve, like on what bits I can.
Yeah, so you can revisit the concepts with respect to types of testing, like security testing, right? Load testing, stress testing. So
I
types
have
of
not
testing,
heard this. Yeah.
yeah, you have to be comfortable. Then what are advantages and disadvantages of various SDLC models? Like we discussed about prototype. You can get questions on
Yeah.
spiral, you can get questions on incremental model. So all these things you
Yes.
have to be clear on, right? Rest all looks good,
Sure.
communication skills are good, your presentation skills
Yes.
are good, you're confident enough. So that sounds good.
Yes.
So yeah, so wish you all the best for your career and
Thank
let
you,
us
sir.
know
So
once you
I
get
can I
selected.
get
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a pleasure to meet. It's pleasure to be give mock to you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. And can I get another opportunity for automation, sir? If you
Sure.
are
Sure.
okay, I want to give the automation mock also.
Sure, sure. So after some time, we can schedule one more mock interview with the test automation.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
sure, sir.
yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Pankaja, and wish you all the best for
Thank
your
you.
career. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.